EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, these two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. On the give, this is Mack. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He finds his man, complete. That's Ali. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's check smash. Mike 52, Mike 52. And we got to get to the
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Man left, man left.
Hey, hey, hey. We got three down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll set up to throw. That's complete right side to Komet. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Three down. Check 43. Shit.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Henry, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Second and 1. Being chased, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Lutz good on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eason. He finds his man, complete. It's Ali. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about whatever. Team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Henry again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
2nd and 2. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Steps away. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch right, watch right. You go night-night. Time to go night-night.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 29, Eason. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
An 8-yard pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Hey, you don't want 70, 10, you don't want it. Check 26, check 26. 19, Wyatt. Mike 37. Check Mike, check Mike.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, we got this, we got this.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Eason. Escaping the pressure right. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and down inside the 15 he goes. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it.
Ready? Mike 29. 18, pioneer.
A final shot before break. Eason. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down, 3 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Eason eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jayon Brown able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Indy. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Mack. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ready up. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Eason going to keep it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down and 8.
I don't think you got it, son.
Throwing is Eason. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Now Eason.
Flush to his right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Here's Eason to throw.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
I got you.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he powers his way up past the 30. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Mike 52, Mike 52. I'm trying to collect.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And it's a Titans touchdown. Cole Kmet, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Tight end right, tight end right. Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 6. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
52's the Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. It's Buchanan. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd and 7.
Mike 52. Hey, check. New Mike 52, Mike 52. You got nothing today.
He'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ali. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but
it got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Hey, let's get this. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, watch the slap.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now a second down and 6.
Mike 53. I'm here all.
Back to throw here. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
not sure much.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by